get it. What was written aforetime?
The commandments were written.
Where did the commandments come from? Where do the commandments come from? Where do they come from? Where do they come from? Where in the Bible do they come from? I see you playing semantics right now. Where does it come from? Where do the commandments come from?
They come from God.
Where in the Bible? If you point me to the commandments out the Bible right here. So what? And what's Deuteronomy? What's Deuteronomy? What's Deuteronomy?
Deuteronomy, they gave the law.
What is Deuteronomy? Is it Old Testament, New Testament?
Old Testament.
Oh snap! You said you don't live by the Old Testament though.
I don't.
So how can you keep the 10 but you don't live by the command?
I keep the 10.
See, this is the idolatry that this man right here is put upon us.
I don't have to kill. I don't have to rob. I keep the 10.
That's Old Testament. Actually, what that cross represents is death. Because Christ died on that cross, right? He didn't raise up on that cross, meaning living through that cross. He died on that cross, right? Mark 12:27 real quick, because we have been falling to idolatry through this man right here. It teaches us effeminacy. He teaches us to be emotional. He teaches us to be homosexual. You don't follow that, but that's what comes behind that cross, though. That cross right there teaches us all these things. Matter of fact, where is it at on?
That's cutting the mouths of others.
Hold on. Is it on this picture right here? Hold on. Let me see. One second.
What you looking for, House?
That picture where they came with the slaves and they had the cross. They had that cross on them. But read that real quick. Read that for me.
The book of Mark,
right
chapter 12 and verse 27. He is not the God of the dead.
He's not the God that God represents, or that cross right there represents.
Right here.
I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. My man. Good to see you back, bro. Hey, this cross right here is the same cross they came and put your forefathers and foremothers in captivity. This is the same cross they came and whipped your forefathers and foremothers back. This is the same cross they came with when they was raping your forefathers and foremothers. This is the same cross that they had us in the yokes of iron because of our disobedience. But God said, and Ku Klux Klan, matter of fact, what is the image when you think of Ku Klux Klan? What do they always burn when they had a, their little rallies or whatever? What do they always burn? They burn the cross, right? So further prove that we are not the same people. We should not be representing the same item, the same idolatry.
That's right.
We shouldn't be in idolatry, period. But that cross right there is a representation of idolatry. The so-called white man has taught us that for far too long. And with us coming back to remembrance of who we are, of who we truly are, and God's chosen people, God says we must throw that cross away. Matter of fact, give me that about the idols, the burning the idols. What is it? Deuteronomy? Wait, say Deuteronomy what? 7:25. I'm going to show you what you're supposed to do with that cross, okay? I know it might be hard for you to understand right now because you've been living by it for so long, but God says it's wrong. Do you want to do what God tells you to do?
I'm going to do what God tells me.
Okay, I'm going to show you what God tells you to do about that cross. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 25. The graven image.
That's a graven image. Because why? It's through idolatry. It was made by, it was handmade, and we worship that idol now. That's why every church that you see, I know in your mind right now, you tell me, nah, it ain't idolatry. But it is. It is. But hold on. Let me finish.
I keep God's command, but I don't live in the Old Testament.
You don't live in the Old
Testament?
Testament?
Not the Old Testament.
I'm going to show you. You want me to show you in the New Testament?
I live in the New Testament.
Let me show you.
I live in the New Testament.
Okay, so
New Testament
when
believer.
was the New Testament established?
I'm a New Testament believer.
When was the New Testament established? Tell me that.
When was it established?
Yeah, when was the New Testament established?
I don't know all that. I'm not,
But you,
I believe the New Testament.
How can you say you go by the New
It was
Testament?
all established with this Bible.
How can you say you don't go by the New
It was all
Testament?
established when they wrote the Bible.
Okay, flow me, 'cause I can tell you getting a little upset right now. Okay,
not
so
getting upset,
so
I'm
the
just
thing,
saying-
hold on.
The Ten Commandments.
Give me
was the law-
Romans chapter
the Ten
15 and verse 4.
Commandments was the law that
Where
God
did
gave
Paul?
Moses.
Where did
Wait,
Paul?
no,
Where
wait a
did
minute.
Paul get his writings from?
He wrote the New Testament.
He wrote the New Testament.
Yeah,
Where did he get his
New
understanding from?
Testament. From the Lord.
All the New Testament is just an abbreviation of the Old Testament.
That's right.
And I'm going to show you.
That's
So how
right.
can you say you don't live by the
But-
Old Testament?
but the Old Testament-
Romans 15 and 4. Let's go.
The Old
The book of
Testament- hold
Romans,
on.
chapter 15 and verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime
Eddie, what was written aforetime?
The commandments were written.
What,
but
where
at the
did
same
the
time, we
commandments
still
come
keep the
from?
commandment. We
Where
still
did the
keep
commandments come from?
commandment. We
Where
still
do they
keep-
come from?
What you mean?
Where do they come
came
from?
God.
Where in the Bible do they come from? I know I see you playing semantics right now. Where does it come
what?
from? Where do the commandments come
They
from?
come from God. They came
Where
from
in the
God.
Bible? If you point me to the commandments out the Bible right now.
The Ten Commandments is in
So what?
Deuteronomy.
And what's Deuteronomy? What's
Huh?
Deuteronomy? What's Deuteronomy?
Deuteronomy, they gave the law.
Where is Deuteronomy? Is it Old Testament, New Testament?
Old Testament.
Oh snap! You said you don't live by the Old Testament though.
I don't. But
So
I
how
know
can
what
you keep? How can you keep the
I know
10, but you don't live by the commandments?
Because I keep the 10.
See, this is the idolatry that
I
this
keep
man
the
right
10.
here has
I
put
don't have
upon
to
us.
steal. I don't have to kill. I don't have to rob. I keep the 10.
That's Old Testament.
That's Old Testament.
That's
I keep
Old
that.
Testament.
I keep that.
That's
They
Old
never told us
Testament.
to do away with that, but they told us.
He told us- where he told us to do away with it?
He didn't never tell us to do away with it.
So why do you live by it? Why don't you live by it?
Because I'm living in the New Testament.
That makes no sense. Read that again. Read that again. Read that again. Hold on. Don't touch me, sir. Don't touch me. Read it again. Romans 15:4.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime
You don't have understanding. Read.
I have
were
knowledge and
written
wisdom.
for
I have the knowledge
our
and wisdom.
learning.
It was written for our learning, which you choose not to do. The so-called African American right now today is stubborn. The so-called African American man today loves Christianity. He loves his white cross with his white Jesus, loving eating his pork chop, love eating his hog maws, to the rooter to the tutor. Our people today are smitten with madness. Because why? They have seizure boys here in their mind. They don't have the laws of God written in their mind. Just like you said earlier, how the men harden their hearts, how they harden their minds, you have hardened your heart. You have hardened your mind to the laws of God. That's why you choose not to apply the laws of God. That's why you have a shaved beard on your face right now. That's why you're not wearing fringes. Because why? You really don't love God. If you really love God, you'll come back and deal with us as men.
What club was that at?
Admit that a lot of people don't even realize they.
I've called her. She hasn't responded. I've called her more than a few times.
But the Zulu nation, I'm like, what the hell is this? I know nobody know what I'm talking about. You'll leave me on the island by myself. I don't know what the hell Bishop's talking about. That's what y'all do. Then after class, yeah, I knew what you were talking about. I just don't want to be caught out there. The hell is this? Get on my damn nerves. So read that again.
Read on.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
Hey, my man over here walking the street right here. Let me ask you a question. Come here. Let me ask you a question. Do you have kids? Give me Deuteronomy 28, verse 32. Let's dive down a little bit. Deuteronomy 28, verse 32. Hey, my man, with the beer in his hand. I got a question. Do you love God? Do you love God? How do you love God? I see you pointing your finger up. How do you know you love God, sir? How do the so-called African-American man today know he loves God? How do the so-called black woman know she loves God today? Hey, my man over there walk across the street. How do you know you love God? Our people choose to fail to love God today. Our people love to stand in idolatry. They love celebrating Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving. Deuteronomy 28, verse 32. Right. Hey, matter of fact, give me Isaiah chapter 28 in verse 13. Because you people don't know that you have made a covenant with death. You made a covenant with death whenever you choose to wear that cross around your neck, thinking, oh, Lord's going to save me. When you choose to put that Bible on the DoorDash thing, he's going to save you. When you don't open your Bible not one damn day out the week, read that.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Hey, my man over there is about to walk in his car right there. How do we get out the Lord's sake to win today? Hey, my man helped out the Dodge. How do we shut down, or how do we stop the oppressors from putting borders up on our own lands? We don't want to ask these questions because why? We're scared. We're scared because of what Master might say. We're scared, oh, Master might say this, Master might do this to us. But no, hell with Master. It's high time we wait and get another Master, the one true God, the black Christ, the black Messiah. Read that.
Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death.
How do we make a covenant with death today? By celebrating Christmas. Oh, y'all didn't know that. Christmas is idolatry. Christmas is abomination unto the Most High God. Whenever you put that tree inside your house, here it is, you deck it with silver and gold. Here it is, you put the little ornament on top of it. God said there is a covenant with death.
That's right.
Whenever you say, hey, I'm going to go ride on the ops, here it is, you load up your 45. Here it is, you load up your drum roll. Or what is it, the drum, what is it? What's it called, drum? Draco. Your Draco. Yes, you are making a covenant with God. Whenever you say, hey, I'm going to go call Tanisha or Tawana or whoever the case may be and go to the club, work that, twerk that, that is a covenant with God or with death. That is a covenant with death to our people choose to live in. Whenever you say, hey, I'm going to break the Lord's Sabbath day. I ain't going to go to school today. I ain't going to do this. I ain't going to do that today. I'm going to go break the Lord's Sabbath day today. That is a covenant with what?
With death.
With death, and our people don't understand that today. Our people don't know that they're in a covenant with death. But it's high time that we awake. Romans 13:11. It's high time that we awake out of the idolatry, out of the idolatry in our minds today, and realize, like, hey, we are the true Israelites according to the Bible. We are the people that came out of the Red Sea. We are the people that Christ came and redeemed his people out of Egypt. We are the people that Christ laid his life on the cross for. No, he didn't do it for the whole world. I'm sorry to tell you, so-called, no, I'm not sorry to tell you, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, no, Christ did not die for the whole world. He only died for the world of Israel.
That's right.
His chosen people. But now it's high time that we awake and come out of these wicked ways. Because if you don't come from Christianity, if you don't come from Islam, if you don't come from Hinduism, if you don't come from African-Medic, God says you will be judged on that day. God says there will be death upon you for choosing those wicked ways. Read that.
The book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 11.
Hey, my man that's about to walk in the store right now. How do we stop gang violence? My man that's holding the door. How do we stop the drug cartels? How do we stop drug cartels? I see you raising your hand, but how do we stop the violence that's going on in America today amongst the so-called blacks and Hispanics? Because you might say, me no Negro, but yes, you are. You are the same people that went on cargo slave ships just like us. Hey, come over here and listen to us real quick. Hey, the man that's looking in the window right now, come over here and learn your true nationality, because it's high time that you awake and come out of wickedness as all of us have. Read that.
And that, knowing the time, that it now is high time.
Meaning now it's the best time. In 2024, it is now the best time to we awake and come out of wickedness. Hey, brothers over there on the bike, hey, come check us out. We are teaching black history according to this Bible. Something that we have never been taught before in Christianity. The so-called white man has never taught us these things before. Read that again.
It is high time to awake out of sleep.
What is that sick that we're in today? Celebrating birthdays. Yeah, I know we love to idolize our own personal selves, but God says no. It's high time that we wake out of those things. No, you can't have the birthday cakes with the 32 candlesticks. No, you can't be out here trying to get the birthday sex. No, God says high time that we what?
Awake out of sleep.
That sleep is sin. That sleep is sin that our people are in today. We love to buy and sell on the Sabbath day. Hell, we don't even know what the Sabbath day is. But we got to awake to who we really are according to the Bible. We are the children of God. And we're not talking about the children of God that your Sunday pastor taught you. We're not talking about the children of God that all nations may be accepted. No, we are that one nation out of 18. We are one out of 18 that God has chosen. Read that again.
It is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Our salvation is nearer than what we believe. Why is that? Because we don't know when Christ is coming back. Christ will come back tonight. Christ will come back tomorrow. Christ will come back next week. But will your spirit be right with the Most High God? Will your spirit be right for the Lord to accept you, say, my humble and faithful servant? Will you be keeping the commandments of God? It's something that we should all aspire to want. But no, we only aspire to be pleasing unto our Sunday pastors. We don't want to be appeasing to Clef Your Dollar, T.D. Jakes, Joel Osteen, all people who teach us abominations. Hey, brother that's lift up the hood, come listen to your nationality. Come learn how you can get eternal life. Because eternal life was meant for you, brother. But it's up to you to apply the things that God tells us to do. Because we are greater than what we've been taught. No, we're not niggas. No, we're not African Americans. No, we're not bombs. No, we're better than we're greater than athletes. We're greater than NBA players. The so-called white man has only taught us that, hey, only way you can get out the hood or do something successful in life is to play basketball or to be a rapper. But God says, if you want to be great, you don't have to do those things. Just apply my commandments. Just do what God tells you to do. Wear a beard on your face. Put fringes on your clothes. Love your neighbors, you love yourself. You will be great and set above all nations on the earth.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.